Hey guys, Tomboy61, and today we have a little bit of news from the last development livestream, and more importantly, the reveal of the new Halloween commanders, their skills, and also all of the camos that will be available. And I think those are what are exciting me because they look really, really nice. So we're going to be showing off all of that stuff in this video. But first things first, let's go ahead and get through the non-Halloween related news, the kind of things that let slip during the live stream. There's only two really pieces of news in this, and the first is that there will be a British campaign coming this year, so there will be a British campaign reward ship. Of course, we know for a fact that British aircraft carriers will be coming at some point in the future, and they are scheduled for this year, and that's something we need to keep in mind because there's only two more update cycles left, and if they're coming next update, which they very well may, I think it could be very interesting, and it would be 3 updates in a row with new ships, which is pretty interesting and also pretty awesome, and I have to say good on them for being able to achieve that. The other little bit of news that we received was that Montana had some technical difficulties. Of course, we know that both Montana and Minotaur are supposed to supposed to be released this year. Those two are legendary ships. Montana, that we saw out in AI matches, well, it had some technical difficulties that caused it a delay, and we should expect its release, air quotes, relatively soon, and that it will be a Bureau project ship. Of course, that last bit, not really news I would have thought I would have had to say, but given the way that we have Stalingrad released now, the fact that it will be another legendary ship in the Bureau is a little bit of news. I'm happy to see that we are getting kind of news on it. I think we could have a real banger of an update if we are going to be getting Minotaur, Montana, the aircraft carriers, and a British campaign reward ship. That could be a star-studded update, and it could be absolutely really interesting. So that is all of the little news. Let's now get into the main thing of this video. That is the campaign commanders and their skills. So the first one that we're going to talk through is Ivan B.D. Lightful. You may notice he has a certain familiarity, he has a certain resemblance to a senior community manager from this game. So just a little interesting tidbit there. Anyways, his base trait is called Phantom Bane. It's going to reduce the duration of increased detectability of your cruiser after firing, and the main battery decrease reload time. So basically, you're going to get maxed out. You're going to get a 3% decrease to reload time from the main guns and a 12% detectability time after firing the cruiser's main guns, which is interesting. I like the decrease in detectability after a firing. This may be a fun base trait to play around with other cruisers. His special skill is called Fear My Roar. It's going to reduce the main battery shell dispersion, increase the main battery shell grouping at the expense of reduced concealment. Also a very interesting trait, one that will complement the Russian cruisers very well, so I am glad to see that that is coming to the game. I think he will be an interesting commander and one that may be favored pretty soon. As far as the other stuff, it's your standard kind of cruiser commander that you usually already run. The next one is going to be Clara and Tesla, or Teslao. Her base trait, she's going to be a German battleship commander, and one that I really like because of what her skill does. It basically replaces Brawler and takes away one of the main downsides to Brawler. Anyways, the base trait is called Midnight Oil. It's going to reduce main battery traverse speed and also decrease rudder shift time. Both things that you would mainly want, that you could absolutely use on the German battleships, especially if you're running something like sonar. That way you're able to dodge torpedoes just that little bit more effectively, and it always helps being able to traverse those main batteries a little bit quicker. Then her unique skill is going to be called Boomsticks. It's going to decrease the reload time for your main batteries, decrease torpedo launcher reload time, but it is going to increase the shell grouping. So it's going to decrease the accuracy of the ship, which we already know German ships can struggle with. But I think this is really interesting because you're no longer going to be giving up range to get what is essentially the Brawler perk of reduced main battery reload. So I think this could be interesting. I'm excited to play her, try it out. I don't know if it will be my go-to commander for the German ships, but I am excited to kind of mess around and see just how effective she is. The final new commander is going to be Nobusato Sanu. His base trait is called Blur, and I really like this skill. It's going to increase the maximum speed of a destroyer and also increase incoming fire dispersion. I think this could be great for gunboats, like the Soviet line of ships. I think this is going to be a great base trait to just super try to basically build for dispersion. I think we could have a very interesting build, and this is going to be a base trait that we could see become more popular on gunboats. Then his unique skill is called Sprint Master. It increases the maximum speed of torpedoes at the cost of reduced range, which is an interesting trade-off. We're seeing a lot more of these trade-off perks in the premium commanders, where it's trading off speed, range, and damage within torpedoes. And I do like that they're kind of starting to do that, but I don't know how often or if I would really use it. I think you may be able to get away with using this on like Shimakaze. It could be useful just because you have kind of an excess of range on Shimakaze, and getting even quicker torps on her would be really nice. But yeah, that is the 3 commanders. Next, let's go into the unique camouflages. As far as how they are going to be available, there's going to be 2 methods to attain these. One, they will be available for purchase in a bundle. They've been broken up into 2 kind of sects. Think of it as the good side and the bad side, or the steampunk ships versus the demon-controlled ships. Those will be available for purchase by doubloons. They did not give us a price on them, unfortunately, or you will be able to obtain them through random drops in the Halloween 2022 or 2021 crates. So just an idea of as far as how these will be attainable. Sadly, not just purchasable individually on their own, because let's be clear, I have a feeling the bundles are going to be quite expensive to obtain any of them. Anyways, let's go ahead and go through what is in the steampunk / light version, the good guys ships. The first one is going to be the Lexington, which is Nobilium. This one's really cool. It does have a skin for the planes, and also, at least in the PC version, when the ship moves, light goes through like all the prisms, and it looks like the light is powering the ship. It looks really cool. There's that cool clockwork in the control tower. I really enjoy this skin, and it's one that's driving me to earn my Lexington even quicker if I'm somehow able to earn this ship. The next skin is going to be for Tirpitz. That's the Magnu-S. And also, I really like all the. I should just say, I really like all the steampunk ships. And yeah, I'm if I don't get them for being a community contributor, I may end up spending a good chunk of change on getting these skins. Anyways, Magnu-S is for the Tirpitz. It looks like Tesla had to go at a Tirpitz. There's a big old electric eel on the front, and it looks like the ship is harnessing the power of this electric eel. Like, I'm totally on board for this ship. Next ship is going to be the Urashima, which is going to be a skin for the Kagero. This is probably my least favorite of these skins. It's okay. It looks like, okay, let's just add some steampunk shit onto a Kagero, and it looks cool, but I would very much preferred something different. I don't know what, but it is definitely the least favorite of these sets of skins. And finally, we have the Savatazar for the Chapayev, and it looks also incredible with that big, like, all-seeing eye, which is supposed to be like the radar. Like, it's supposed to be like a steampunk radar. I think it's really cool. I'm very much looking forward to this skin as well. So those are all like the light side skins. As far as the dark side skins go, we have the Varg for the Bismarck, which looks like the Bismarck got taken over and corrupted, and it's growing out like a demon is growing out of the Bismarck. Looks absolutely incredible. You have the Great Gorgon skin for the Shokaku, which is this like Gorgon has taken over the Shokaku, and it's like protecting the flight deck with its wings. Very cool skin. Next is going to be the Ghoul for the Benson, which this one just looks grotesque, especially when you realize like some of the guns are like, I think they're like hands of a rat or something. Like this one is very creepy looking. to me, and one that I don't, it just kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies just a little. And then going to be the final skin for the dark side skins is going to be Scarab, which is what you're seeing on Charlemagne right now, but it will be for Charles Martel. So those are going to be the available skins. I definitely like the light side skins more than the dark side skins, though some of the dark side skins are pretty cool. Looking at you, Varg. Of course, as I say this, watch me get just crates and all get the dark side skins and get none of the light side skins, but that will be my luck. Anyways, guys, those are the skins. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.